All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Another win for the Yankees. 10-4. Another 10-run scoring game for the Yankees. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button to celebrate this win. Get right into it. Box score, Wilmore on 5 innings pitched. 5 hits, 4 runs. Not one of them was an earned run. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And he gets the win. Fernando Cruz came in, clean inning. Luke Weaver came in, clean inning. Devin Williams came in, clean inning. And Mark Lauder came in, clean inning. Devin Williams also struck out the side. So he's looking better. He's looking much better recently. And the pitching was pretty solid tonight. Trent Grisham, 1 for 4, 2 RBIs and a home run. His 27th home run. This is just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching for Grisham. He's going to walk himself right into a 4 or 5 year deal. And the Yankees would be wise to give him a qualifying offer if he leaves. But if somehow Bellinger walks for a bigger deal somewhere else, the Yankees would be really wise to bring Grisham back. But we'll see what happens. Aaron Judge was 1 for 3 with 2 runs. Cody Bellinger, 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 ribbies. Stanton was 0 for 4. Let's see who else. Jazz Chisholm, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs and a home run. Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 4 with a run scored. Ryan McMahon, 1 for 5 with a double and an RBI. And Anthony Volpe, 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI as well. So all in all, 12 hits for the Yankees and 10 runs. And a couple home runs, but a lot of small ball too, which is good. A lot of just piling on the runs with any opportunities too, taking advantage of these opportunities. And again, we need them to beat the better teams too. So this is a step in the right direction. Now around the horn, the Marlins beat the Mets 7-4. The Phillies 19-4 over the Braves. Kyle Schwarber, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's got 49 and 119 ribbies. He, to me, should be the front runner for the NL MVP, not Shohei Ohtani. The Giants 4-3 over the Cubs. Cardinals 4-1 over the Pirates. Diamondbacks 6-4 over the Brewers. Astros 4-3 over the Rockies. And the Red Sox 3-2 over the Orioles. The Blue Jays were off, so the Yankees picked up a half a game, as well as the Red Sox picked up a half a game on the Blue Jays. So Red Sox are also calling up their top pitching prospect, Peyton Tolle, Tolle. It's a freakish left-handed pitcher. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll see him in the Boston series. We'll see. But we have 3 more games in Chicago against the White Sox. So we'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Brandon, Rob, Nelson, what's good? Wayne, Consigliere, Rob, Lorenzo. What is going on? What is going on, everybody? All things Jeffrey, the Buckeyes here. The King of Texas is here. Jonathan's in the house. Ken, what do you know, dude? What do you know, my man? The Boston series will be big. So will the Blue Jay series. So, yeah, Peanut. CeeLo, there he is. I'm not sure if they're going to bring back both Grisham and Bellinger. I'm not sure they'll do that. I think they're going to bring back one or the other. And then give probably Spencer Jones an opportunity. And there's another outfield prospect that I keep talking about, Dylan Lewis. He's kind of rocketing up through the system too. And I'm a hard pass on Bo Bichette too. I understand, using certain metrics, the Yankees have a bit of a shortstop problem. I get it. But Bichette, would you just be moving on from a problem and bringing in a different problem? So there's that. Now, let me just give you some insight on this Dylan Lewis. They drafted him, I think it was last year, 2024. He's an outfield prospect. Let me just pull him up here in the Yankees top 30 prospects. This thing went ever open. Here we go. He is number 16. He's an outfield prospect. He's in high A right now, 22 years old. He was the 13th round pick last year. So he's a plus player. He was a 2020 player in Division I. He had school record 22 home runs last year. Let's put him in the 13th round pick. Now, he's a solid hitter with speed who bats from the righty side. Now, let me pull up his stats here this year, just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea of what he's doing right now. Batting 242 with 21 home runs, 77 RBIs, 24 steals, with an OPS of 782 in a very short career span. So he was drafted last year. He's already putting these numbers up in the minors. So that's a really good sign. And somebody asked, the pitching matchup tomorrow is going to be, so the Yankees play the White Sox tomorrow again, 7:40 p.m. It's going to be Carlos Rodon versus Yoendris Gomez. Rodon's going for his 15th win tomorrow. Yoendris Gomez, former Yankee prospect. Yeah, my man in a feet from the strike zone's in the building. One is good. Yeah, one of them is going to. My guess is Grisham's going to walk. They're going to give him a qualifying offer. He'll sign elsewhere for a good contract, and the Yankees will keep Bellinger. But like I said, but this is a Scott Boras thing too. So the Yankees need to be smart about this. Boras likes to drag stuff out, right? Last thing the Yankees want to do is ignore Trent Grisham while waiting to see what's going on, what's going to happen with Bellinger. Now, if he opts out, he'll probably likely opt out as soon as the season's over, right? So, one way or another, Grisham's going to get a qualifying offer. There's no doubt about that. So, I doubt they both walk low. I doubt it. But Petruzzi's in the building. 5 straight wins is right. Yeah, this is exactly the type of streak the Yankees need to be running right now. No, Caballero's got 5 more years of control with the Yankees. I'd rather have Caballero instead of Bo also. And that's another reason to not trade for Bo. You know, they turn exactly, Nelson. They turned a corner, not the corner. So, yeah, Caballero's got several more years back with the Yankees, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. Cody, I think it's a $27 million option next year if he opts back in, or $25 million, right, somewhere around there. If he opts out, then he'll probably get my guess he'll get a 6-year deal, $160 million. This is an opportunity to cash in. He'll be 30. Scott Boras plugs these things purposely in their contracts so that people can opt out at the age of 30 and secure another big deal if they play well, right? $25 million. Thank you, Benefit. So $25 million for next year. And he'll get at least that for about 6 years. I think Boras is going to try to get 7 or 8 at 30 per. I think at some point they're going to come back down to earth a little bit, and he'll probably get 160, 170. So I wouldn't bring both of them back, Buckeye, but I understand what you mean. Not necessarily betting on the kid. We have enough depth, but I don't want to block guys like Spencer Jones because if you bring both of them back for several years, then how do you do that? Unless and you're not going to move Bellinger to first because it looks like Ben Rice is going to be the first baseman of the future. I think Ben Rice is going to lock down first base. So you have to, Sunil. Gotta fire Boone, fire Cash from Chavo. Exactly. LA, that's what LA Yankee King wants, man. That's right. It's the Mets beat Phillies, and then they unload on the Braves tonight. It just happens. And I do think Rob, they're going to look to trade Dominguez in the offseason. So, and that could be part of it too, Buckeye. If they trade Dominguez, then they're definitely going to be more so reliant upon Spencer Jones, and they may even bring in someone else on the cheap end, or trade for somebody else with some controllable years. Why not the catcher position? I mean, he's a good catcher, not a great catcher, but right now, all things I think he's got first base locked down. And I think they could. Don't be surprised if they move on from Wells, but keep in mind too, 20 home runs and 80 ribbies or something like that's rare production for a catcher. You don't get many catchers doing that. And a lot of fans are fixated on his batting average, right? Fixating on Volpe's batting average, like there's nothing else in the world to talk about. But you know, they could upgrade at the catcher position. If they don't, I'm sure they're going to get more batting average, or they're going to work on some things with Austin Wells because he has to increase his batting average. So I don't think they're going to cut ties with Wells. He's got 4 years of control on the cheap. Why would they do that? All things. And who are they going to bring? Who are they going to replace him with? That's the other question. Well, that's September 1st, man. Right around the corner, baby. Monday, right? Labor Day. We'll see who. That's the day that the Yankees can expand. Oh, that's the day that baseball teams can expand their rosters from 26 to 28. I want to see who they bring up. I think Yarborough might be the arm now. They might wait until then. That way they won't have to make a corresponding move for him. If they wait for the rosters to expand, you don't have to send somebody down. No. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna trade Walls, Jonathan. That's the thing. Yeah, Walls is on 4 years. He's got another year of pre-arb. Actually, maybe 2 years of pre-arb. And then he's got 3 years of arb. This is his second year. Yeah, this is his second year of pre-arb. So next year he's got another arb, and then he's got 4 more years of control before he's a free agent. So he's not a free agent until 26, 27, 2030. No. Yes, Buckeye, but you're not going to block Jones to keep both of them. We haven't had a prospect like Jones in a long time. And like Dylan Lewis, we have some guys whose metrics are off the charts, and I can't see them bringing both of them back. If they do, they do, but I can't see them blocking Jones or Dylan Lewis to keep both of these guys. Might be known quantities, but then what are we going to do? Unless you trade Dominguez. But then if you trade Dominguez, he's still essentially waiting. The next outfield spot likely opens when Judge leaves the outfield and probably becomes a DH and takes over at the DH for Stanton. Until then, it would be all 3 outfield spots would be occupied. So that's where I would see a reason why they would probably not bring both of them back. But you could be right; they could bring back. You could bring both of them back. David, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate the generosity. 5 in a row before against Washington. Yeah. We got 12 against Houston, Toronto, Boston, and then the Tigers. Would need to win those games. Well, let's just say we win 3 out of 4 in the series, right? David, thank you again. Let's just say we win 3 out of 4 in the series. And we go 6-6. 6-6 in the 12 games. Let's just say they break even. That puts them in a pretty good spot. And again, let me pull up the record right now. And we'll math this out a little bit. Okay, standings. Yankees 74-60. I think that's including today. So let's just say they go the 3-1 this series. So they go 2 more games. So they're 76-61, right? After that, there's 12. That 12 game was 76-61. So that would make them 82 and 67, which would be 147, 149 games. Would be 13 games left, and most of those games after that are relatively weak schedule games. So they have a good chance to win 90 plus games. They won 94 last year. They went to the World Series. So, and this is with a much more depleted roster. So I would look to them for them to at least go 6-6. I would hope they do better than 6-6, but 6-6 is I think the minimum for me. I don't think they'll do worse than 6-6. But yeah, 74-60 right now. 14 games over 500. How many home runs? I think Soto has like 30, maybe. Somewhere around there. Maybe 30. I don't really know. I don't really follow him as much now. So yeah, I mean, we've got a bunch of guys in the mid-20s. We got Judge at 41. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So, and Bellinger and Grisham are doing their thing here. Goldschmidt is doing enough. I do think that he will be replaced um, at the end of the season by Ben Rice at first base. It just makes all the sense in the world. And if the Yankees decide they want to upgrade it, I mean, who would they upgrade with? Either Adley Rutschman's not an upgrade now. So even though the Baltimore Orioles might shop him because they want to bring up that catching prospect, who's like a super prospect. So imagine if we had Stanton. Imagine if we had Cole. Imagine if we had Jake Cousins. Imagine if we didn't lose Schmidt for 2/3 of the year, or Hill for 2/3 of the year. Right? Imagine we didn't lose Fernando Cruz and Ryan Yarbrough for 2 months each. Like there's a lot of people. Imagine we didn't lose Oswaldo Cabrera for the entire year. So many guys that were contributors that we didn't have this year, or for a good chunk of the year. That hurts. That really does hurt. So, yeah, well, that's the thing too. They killed Philly. Let's look what the Yankees did. The Yankees got their butts kicked by the Marlins too. The Marlins are just hot, right? That's baseball. It's crazy. It's so unpredictable. It really, really is. Injury has definitely been a curse for us this year. Yeah, Cole, we lost the whole year for Tommy John. Jake Cousins, right? Tommy John. So, as well as Cabrera, torn uh, ankle the entire year, right? So it's crazy. I mean, we might be 5 wins ahead now. We might have the best record in the American League. If we didn't lose these guys, you never know. You don't know. Would again 5 if the Yankees took Soto out of the lineup and put Judge back in right field and put Grisham in center. I don't know. That's just a hypothetical, Lance. I mean, could be, but I don't know. I don't think anybody would expect a Judge to drop that ball because he's a stout outfielder. So at first baseman, look like he has a compression for who Buckeye? First baseman for who? If we didn't lose Cabrera, do you think they would have Caballero? Yeah, I think so. Right, I think they would have gone for Caballero. They probably would have not have gone for McMahon, but I think Caballero made more sense. Yeah, Rodon's tomorrow. Or Chicago? You might be right, Buckeye. I don't know. This team. I mean, and Luis Roberts also hurt. They put him on the IL yesterday, so we don't have to face him either. So this is a series that the Yankees really, really need to win. Really, really need to win. So Rodon, I think, puts him in a good spot tomorrow to at least win 2 of the games, which is at worst tie the series, and then we need just one more win after that. So quarterback and Lance. Yeah. CeeLo. Rotation at some point. Cole, Fried, Rodon, Schlittler, Hill, Warren, Schmidt. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Maybe. I'm not. Yeah, Elmer might. I don't know. We'll see with Schmidt. I don't know. It's too early to tell. It really depends on how the other guys do. And Silver, I think it's still too early to. Cal's got more home runs, but Judge is superior in most every other metric. But I don't know. I don't know. Have a great night too, Nelson. I think it's still too early, Silver. Bellinger, yeah, Kyle Tucker's gonna. He's gonna. They're gonna be looking for, and he's not even rep by Scott Forrest, but they're gonna be looking for 400 to 500 million for him. You know, I doubt it, Pixel Man. The Yankees have like 90 million coming off the books. That's not gonna getting McMahon's not gonna hurt them. They have a lot of money coming off the books this year and next year, a ton of it. So they'll be in a decent spot they can spend. But yeah, Judge has a big September. I think he'll be the MVP. I agree with Jonathan. But I mean, Rally's got 50 home runs now. I think it's less obvious in the American League. I think the National League. I think Schwarber should be the MVP over Shohei Ohtani. No, I don't see Cal having 60. Hicks' money comes off this year too, yeah, and then DJ's money comes off next year, and then Rizzo's buyout comes off the book this year too. So there's gonna be a lot of money coming off the books. All things have a great night too, man. But yeah, Hicks's money comes out. That's 10 million right there too. Yep. And this is interesting. I mean, the Yankees generally don't, move on from guys with a lot of time left on their contract, but they've been doing that more aggressively over the last couple of years. Just moving on, just eating the money and bringing better players in. Because one of the things I've been saying is, even if you bring in somebody who's a better player on the cheap, you're still paying this other guy's contract anyway, so you might as well get better production while you're paying for his contract, no matter who it is. So they get money from Miami starting next year, Buckeye. Yeah, for Stanton, they get 10 million every year. Yes, they do. That's another 10 coming off their payroll. Starts after this year. After this 12-day Lorenzo, after this block, Yankees have the schedule lightens up pretty nicely for the Yankees. And they have to take advantage of it. They really do. Yeah, McMahon had a nice day. He's got one of the harder hit ball rates. He just finds a lot of gloves too. Well, I'm not really worried about McMahon's offense. He stabilized the third base position, so if he hits 5 more, you might CeeLo, man, go douse him with some chicken parm, baby. Douse him with that chicken parm, just chuck him, baby. Yeah, we're 4 out of first. Yep, Miami's going to give the Yankees 30 million for 10 million a year for the next 3 years. So that's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. Gives the Yankees a little bit of a break. I want to see Big G win a chip too with Stanton. I want to see Big G get 500 home runs with the Yankees. I want to see a Judge get 500 home runs with the Yankees too. That would be awesome. And if they both get a chip too, ooh. Yeah, we're done paying it after this year, so yeah. Yep. We did bring McMahon for his glove. Anything on that is just a bonus. Exactly right. Yeah, the third year is a team option. But if he's close to 500, and if he's not over 500, then if he's at 490 something, then I think they're going to bring him back. But if he hits 500 before that, maybe they'll let him go. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, the Jays I think they get the Brewers next, right, Sharon? I think they get the Brewers next, so that'll be a tough series for the Jays. I think that starts tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. They were off today, the Blue Jays. And the Brewers are, if I'm not, I think they're still in first place in NL Central, right? Let's have a look at that. MLB standings. NL. Yeah, Milwaukee's 83 and 52. 6.5 games up on the Cubs. Yep. So there's going to be that'll be a tough series for the Blue Jays. Now for the Blue Jays, let's see. Tomorrow, they're in Toronto too. It's Freddie Peralta versus Shane Bieber. So that's a good one to be going with the Brewers. He's 15-5. Shane Bieber is just coming back. He's 1-0 with the Blue Jays. So they might, Buckeye. I mean, if he gets I think if he gets to 500 after 27, then maybe they won't exercise that team option. And just give him his buyout, whatever the buyout is. Because at that point, I mean, he'll almost be a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame with 500 home runs. And that's what I think, Buckeye. I think it's going to be the timing if he gets that 500, because I think he needs just a little over 50 left to get 500. and whatever he gets the rest of this year too. So he can get that over the next 2 years. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that basic Chapman in his contract. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's the team. It's a two more guaranteed years for 26 and 27, with the Marlins getting 10 million both years, and then there's a team option for 28 with if they pick up the team option, then the Marlins get 10 million of that, or he could just get the buyout. If they don't pick up the team option, he'll get a buyout, whatever the buyout is. So he's got good for Soto. We'll see if the Jays win. I mean, the Jays are a good team. The Jays are a good team. They are a good team, so can't sleep on the Jays. They're having a good year. They just have that kind of it factor this year too. So, hmm I hope so, CeeLo. I hope he gets 500 in the next 2 seasons. I really, really, really do. Oh, I think he's way overpaid too, Buckeye. The Red Sox get the Pirates. Hopefully they'll face Skeens. I mean, Skeens pitched yesterday, pitched well. So hopefully they'll get Skeens at the end of the series. I guess in wherever they're playing it, whether it's Pittsburgh or Fenway Park. But I hope they get Skeens. That would be wonderful. So the Jays get swept. Oh, sign me up for that, baby. And I do think Sherry have a great night too. I do think Schwarber deserves the MVP. He's just been an invaluable asset for the Phillies this year. He's been incredible. Skeens pitching Saturday. All right, good. They're playing in Fenway. All right, be a good challenge for Skeens. He could be a Cy Young winner with 10 wins, which is crazy. It's true. You got guys like Freddie Peralta. I mean, he'll get Cy Young votes probably, and some other guys. But you get Skeens is going to get Cy Young votes. Just kind of like Jacob DeGrom. And he had a year when he won the Cy Young, and he was like, I think he might have won 8 games or 9 games, but he had like a 110 ERA. He was just filthy, disgusting good with the Mets. And that's that type of year that Skeens is having this year. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't hit that yet, just to celebrate this win of the Yankees. I'll wrap this up in a minute too. I'll go get up and get a shower, kind of relax for the rest of the night. Been working a lot of hours this week. All right. Kyle Carr lowers the ERA to 196. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. He's in high A right now, Jonathan. Where is he on the prospect list for the Yankees? Let me see. I just had that up. Kyle Carr is he's number 13 for the Yankees. And he's projected he's ETA is 2026 is next year for the Yankees. He's in high A right now. You can go from high A to the majors in 1 year. That's pretty impressive. He's 23 years old, lefty pitcher. So him and Pete O'Connor are big, promising lefty arms. He's got a plus fastball, plus slider, good changeup, got good control too. It's 97, 98 with his fastball. Got two and four seamers, high velocity. He's got a low 80 sweeper. So looks like he's got a pretty solid repertoire. Yeah, I mean, the Guardians put Carlos Santana on waivers, so Exactly, Robert. I mean, the Yankees, if they play well against the AL East teams, if they play better against the Jays and they play better against the Red Sox, I'll feel a heck of a lot better about that. So it is a stuff, Buckeye. It is. Yo, Jake, what's going on, Frederick? What is up? Sup? Yeah, Micah Parsons, huh? To the Packers for 2 first rounders. Woo. Just clearing the NFC East for the Giants to win. Just paving the road for the Giants. And the Giants gonna go straight in. Pricey Caballero Rosario. Yeah, neither one of them were in the starting lineup today. Neither one of them were in the starting lineup. I wish they were. I really do. Yep. Yeah, well, Warren was solid. I mean, there was some bad um, pitches. He got jammed up. He gave up that home run. Blah blah blah. But he dialed right back in. Payne Toll's pitcher. Oh, so they call him. They're putting him right to work. Payne Toll. Okay. They're calling up tonight. He's their top pitching prospect, a lefty also. Well, they put Carlos Santana on waivers. The Cleveland Guardians. I haven't heard anything about releasing him. Let's see. The A's released you Luis Urias, like you said here. Um, Jonathan Loizaga is done for the year. He's got an injury on a flexor strain, so he's done. I think very likely his Yankee career is over. Corey Seager is undergoing an appendectomy, so he might miss the rest of the season. But is it Peyton Toll versus Skeens tomorrow, or is Skeens pitching Saturday? Let's pull this up here. Let's see. Tomorrow, Pirates Red Sox. There's no pitching matchups just yet here. Saturday, Pirates Red Sox. Yeah, Jonathan Oviedo versus Dustin May on Saturday. It's amazing how they have their Saturday pitching lineup, but not the Friday. So you might be right. It could be Toll versus Skeens tomorrow, which would be a crazy, crazy exciting. That'd be a good game to watch. I don't know. I know it's a good question. If he's playing, I'm not sure if he's playing with injury or not. But he was, yeah. I mean, he was 3 for 4 to Ribby. So he had that error today, yeah. But he had a pretty solid day with a bat too. Rosario's a free agent at the end of the year, CeeLo, so they can't trade him. I think there's zero chance they trade Caballero for pitching. I think they would trade Dominguez for pitching before Caballero. That's my honest opinion. Caballero brings more value than Oswaldo Cabrera, and he likely brings more value than Anthony Volpe. So I see if they trade anybody for pitching, I think it's going to be Jason Dominguez. 0-17. Who's going to go 0-17, Sunil? The Cowboys? Joe already talks. I mean, he's definitely an inquisitive guy. He talks. He's well spoken. He makes sense with his positions. He knows his stuff. So I like people like that who are in the booth instead of some of these other beat writers who have never played the game. It gives a different perspective. Rosario is a guy I would hope the Yankees would bring back, but they need to play him. I hope he's in the lineup tomorrow against Andres Gomez. I don't care if he's righty. I hope Caballero's in it tomorrow too. But we'll see. I like Rosario. I like the energy that he brings. I like the energy that Caballero brings too. So yeah, yeah. The fan base wants Jerry Jones fed to the Great White Sharks right now. Dave, that's a good question. If he plays well, he could. He could. Spencer Jones. I do think he'll get a shot in September. There's really no bats coming off injury that they are waiting for. So that's a wide open thing. And what bat can bring value here to the Yankees? Spencer Jones is one. I mean, you might have somebody like TJ Rumpel, but that's that. I mean, where are you going to play him is the question. Because you've got Ben Rice. You're not going to sit Ben Rice for TJ Rumfield. Boise State, Boise State. Who are they playing, Buckeye? Why would Mason Wynn be a good fit for the Yankees and for what position? And what channel is talking about Mason Wynn? There's a couple people have been telling you Mason Wynn today. That's random. Somebody is talking about Mason Wynn. The St. Louis Cardinals. He's a shortstop too. So, what makes him a good fit? I mean, offensively, his stats aren't that much better than it. Well, he's got a better batting average than Volpe, but everything else is inferior to Volpe. So, South Florida, okay. So, what makes Mason Wynn a better fit? That's my question. Yeah, man. Yeah, starting pitcher. Yeah, I I wonder if they're going to go after a starting pitcher this offseason. I really do. 34 cent. That's an ass kicking right there. So laying a smackdown on their candy asses. Laying a smackdown on your candy ass. He's not a better hitter. I mean, his batting average has been higher, but the rest of his offensive metrics are inferior to Volpe. So if he has a better glove, I get it. And how many years of control does he have left? And again, who would they trade Volpe for? I think you're going to have to include, if you want a team to take Volpe, you're probably going to have to include Jason Dominguez in a trade. So it's going to have to be a big trade. If Jones gets called up, I think they might just wait for until September 1st for Ryan Yarbrough because they just had him up. Or it could be anybody from Jake Bird. It could be um what's his name? Carlos Lagrange. It could be Daniel Del Santos. Like anyone of these guys. Or Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, excuse me. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. Well, that's the thing too. Yeah, I mean, and why would the Cardinals trade Mason Wynn? Is the other question. Who would they replace him with? Chicken parm leftovers. Deep dish. Damn. Dog and Volpe. You might be right there, brother. I don't know. Yeah, his offensive stats are decent, with the exception of his batting average. Yeah, tell me about CeeLo. Yeah, I'll beat it with my confetti. Oh yeah, like when in The Godfather when Fredo, when Michael flew out to Vegas and Fredo greeted him with that little musical ensemble there when he was going to meet with Mo Green. That's what we need. Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi has some of the greatest just sayings, just it's so many things. Have you read that book, When Pride Still Mattered, Buckeye? That's an awesome book about Vince Lombardi. It's an awesome book. If you want a good read, that's a good book. If you like Vince Lombardi, especially. I hope so, man. I mean, it was a good game today, with the exception of the error. But it's amazing how so many fans are obsessed talking about Anthony Volpe. Obsessed. Yeah, LA AI edition. Damn, Sonia. Make you feel comfortable is right. You got that right. Yeah, he might be CeeLo. He got to dust his seat over in Cooper's tab, man. Oh, shoot. Uh, all in all, it was a good game for the Yankees. It was a game that we needed. I think Carlos Rodon puts us in position to take two from the White Sox tomorrow. Hopefully, they jump on them early, and Andres Gomez, and take a lead, and hopefully Rodon can just hold the lead and win his 15th game, which will be good. Really, really, really good. But let me let you all go. Go have a great night. Hit the like button on the way out, and tell everybody that you know that's a baseball fan. Come and join the family. Tell them about us. We got one of the best communities here. We really, really do. So it's well, like Ellie De La Cruz has more errors than him, which is crazy. But it just unfortunately happens. Does he need to get better? Yes, of course. But there's so many people that are pushing, like pundits and analysts are pushing Bo Bichette. He's a worse shortstop defensively than Volpe is. He's worse. So I hope, yeah, as long as Volpe here, as long as he's here, I'm gonna continue to root for him. Right. So, but let's go get him tomorrow. Let's enjoy the game tonight. Go have a great night, bro. Don. 7.7 in the third, 2 hits, 12K. You sign me up for that, Sunil. Sign me up for that, baby. But peace and love to all yous. You're the best. Have a great night. See y'all tomorrow. Go Yankees.